To my fellow Democratic voters, rank and file people, not the DNC, not the leadership. I got nothing to say to those people. Nothing to say to Biden, nothing to say to Pelosi or Chuck Schumer. I'm done with them. They are evil leaders that we have. Nothing to say to the Republicans. They're fucking evil plus. But to the Democratic voters, I just want to say, nominate Biden at your own risk. I will not be voting for that man in 2024. I will probably vote for Cornel West or for Claudia de la Cruz. I will not vote for Biden. I will not vote for Trump. I will not vote for RFK either. All three of them support the genocide that's happening in Gaza. Now, I want to be clear. This didn't start with the genocide, how I started to feel about Biden. I was already 80-90% of the way there to not voting for this man. My issues with him and the DNC go back to early of this year when Marianne Williamson announced she was running for president, for the nomination of the Democratic Party for president. And the DNC and the corporate media, they've been blackballing this lady for the longest time. Now Dean Phillips is in the race. Cenk Uygur is in the race. And they are doing everything they can at the DNC to sabotage their campaigns, to protect Biden in the most straightforward way I can put it. I know 70% of you Democratic electorate, or not 70%, but I know about 66% of you at the high point, you think Biden is too old. I don't really subscribe to that. I don't feel comfortable criticizing the man's age, really. I will criticize his mental acuity, you can say. His cognitive decline is very noticeable. I don't attribute that to his age, although I'm sure it plays a part, but that's not why. I wouldn't say he's too old. I'll just say he's just in cognitive decline, in my opinion. But now he's supporting a genocide. He's greenlighting a genocide. Murder of children and women, majority of civilians that Israel is killing, and Biden is letting them do whatever they want, no strings attached. But let me come back to the statistics that I've seen. At least 54% at the lowest point of Democrats think Biden shouldn't seek the nomination again because he's too old. They think he shouldn't be running for president again. 66, the highest I've seen. I don't get it why so many of you, because I've seen this statistic as well, where when you poll Marianne Williamson and Cenk Uygur and Dean Phillips and Biden, he still has way more than half of the Democratic support, Democratic voter support. Let's remember the DNC and Biden kept warning us about Trump, and they're right in that regard, about Trump being anti-democratic and being semi-fascist, whatever. I think he's a full fascist, but whatever, semi-fascist, authoritarian-minded man. Him and 90% of the Republican Party, honestly, 99% of the Republican Party. I think they're a bunch of fascist people, fascist-minded people, and authoritarian. But right now, I don't know how the DNC is any better, guys. Look at what they're doing to not have primaries. They started by not even wanting to host debates, scheduled debates between Marianne Williamson and Biden and RFK. and now Dean Phillips, I guess, and Cenk Uygur. That's how it started. They've been refusing to host debates, and now I think it were either South Carolina or North Carolina. They were making it incredibly difficult for Marianne to get voter roll information so she can, do whatever she needs to do to get on the ballot in one of those two states. I don't know which party member of the DNC, which DNC member told RFK that they don't want to fund primaries. They wanted him and whoever's running, I guess, against Biden, they wanted them to fund the primaries, not the DNC. And fast forward to just yesterday or today, where Dean Phillips, Marianne Williamson, and Cenk Uygur are being told by the Florida Democratic Party that there will not be a primary in Florida, pretty much taking democracy away, taking choice away from their voters in Florida. I don't know how far they need to go for you to start pushing back on them. I don't know why you're supporting Biden now that he is completely complicit, in my opinion, with genocide. Even if he stopped now, he is about 18,000 innocent lives too late. Majority women and children, let me remind you. Not Hamas fighters, not even innocent men. We're talking women, we're talking children, we're talking healthcare workers, we're talking journalists. That's who Israel is murdering in cold blood. A bunch of unarmed people without a chance to live, without a chance to even fight back. They have nothing. That's who Israel is murdering with Joe Biden's blessings. So I just wanted you to be clear-eyed about that. I want to make sure I am clear. I will not be voting for this man, and I know I'm not alone. I know millions of other Democrats are disgusted with Joe Biden right now. He has done good throughout his presidency. Good, way better than Trump or even Obama did domestically on some issues. He is setting all that legacy on fire with this action. It's hard for people to get over a genocide. It's hard for people to forgive accomplices of genocide. And that's what Joe Biden is. He is an accomplice with Netanyahu and in murdering children. So I'm jumping off. I know I'm not alone. I know many other fellow Democrats, more people on the younger side. Excuse me. I know there's millions of Democrats who will not support this man in the general election. We will take our chances with Cornell. We will take our chances with Claudia de la Cruz. And I know there's probably a bunch of independents who feel the same way, who know they are aware of the threat Trump represents. But more and more it's becoming clear that the Democratic Party should stop calling themselves a Democratic Party, because there's nothing democratic about these people right now. They are not practicing what they preach. They won't host debates, and now they don't even want to have primaries. There's still plenty of time to deny Biden the nomination, to get a better candidate, a more moral candidate like Marianne Williamson, who isn't perfect on foreign policy. Even on Israel, she's not perfect. But goddamn it, she meets the bare minimum bar, meets the bare minimum where she's not pro-genocide. And she wants to condition aid to Israel, not just give them a blank check. Nominate Biden at your own risk.